Good evening, everyone, from Paul Priest Stadium on the campus of Valencia High School. High school football 2017. Happy New Year, everybody, here on LivePlaySports.tv alongside Patrick O'Sullivan. I'm Darren Preston. Thanks so much for joining us. Simi Valley Pioneers out of the Marmonte League taking on the West Ranch Wildcats. And both teams coming off 4 and 6 seasons. And Patrick, a couple of new looks, a lot of new looks for both of these teams. We really don't know what to expect tonight. Each team obviously wanting a winning season. It hasn't happened for West Ranch since 2010, so it's a good time to get things started off tonight.
Yeah, and it's the best time of year where everybody is 0-0 in the win-loss column. But interesting note about this game, these two teams faced off in last year's opener, and Simi Valley won that in a 28-26 thriller, so a little bit of an aspect of revenge coming in, although Simi Valley comes into this game having graduated their quarterback, running back, and leading wide receiver. So we're going to find out as they take the field tonight really who will emerge as their star players that lead them through this season. As you mentioned, they were 4 and 6 last year, 1 and 2 in only a 4-team league. On the other side, West Ranch, the home team, technically, from Valencia. We're at Valencia High. They share this field. And West Ranch, they have been making waves the last couple of years with the Camacho twins. Ryan and Jovan Camacho were both dual threats as wide receivers and defensive backs. And they're also big factors in the return game. And the real wild card tonight, I think a lot of people are excited about this for West Ranch, is the quarterback, the transfer from Texas, Colton Mitchell, making his debut. He's got a big arm, 6'3", has a little bit of a Division I buzz. And they graduated Wyatt Eagett last year, so their quarterback is gone. So they themselves have a new look as well in the backfield with LaRon Huff, who takes over for the standout graduated tailback Jake Rice. So other than that, Jake, I just called you Jake Rice. Other than that, Darren.
First game of the year, it's okay.
That's okay. We're going to find out who emerges, and that's the great thing about high school, right, is that these players are growing and developing. You never know from season to season who are the surprise players.
And if it's anything like the junior varsity game we saw earlier, 32-30, it was won by Simi Valley, 20 unanswered for the Pioneers in that one. We're in for a treat of an opener. And like you mentioned, just a 2-point opener last year. Very similar ball teams. In fact, they both won 4 games last year. New look. In fact, it's a new era for Simi Valley. First year, head coach Damian Porter, formerly of Lusinger High School, did a heck of a job over there. And, of course, Chris Varner now in his second year at the helm of West Ranch. And Chris was the head coach for Canyon High School from 2007 to 2010 and brought him back prior to last season. And this is the 12th full season now of West Ranch Wildcat football. And you just touched briefly on it, but yeah, very big buzz around here about Colton Mitchell, the new quarterback, 6'3". He's a senior. He comes in mid-semester this past spring with his mother. They flew out here. They moved out here to Southern California. Heck of a time for a kid to get acclimated, but you know what? They're talking how good he's been in practice, very vocal. He's got that leadership, and that is rare for someone in foreign territory, if you will.
Sure, and actually he only threw 40 passes last season at his high school in Texas, so not a lot of game experience at the varsity level. But of course, Texas, Friday Night Lights, we are seeing that here tonight as the sun has now officially descended.
Yeah, about 80 degrees. You got about a 10-mile-an-hour breeze coming out, so it is a nice, comfortable night for a high school football opener here in the Santa Clarita Valley. Hope everyone's having a great start to his or her weekend. Darren and Patrick with you for the high school football opener. West Ranch out of the Foothill League, getting their lone win in the league over Canyon a year ago. Simi Valley from the Marmonte League, as Patrick alluded to, very small 4-team conference. They went 1 and 2 in league and 4 and 6 overall. West Ranch in navy blue home uniform. Simi Valley in the road white with maroon letters and pants. West Ranch will be kicking. Of course, we go 12-minute quarters. All right, kickoff, first kickoff of the season. Ball taken just inside the 15, going the width of the field on the return, getting out to the far sideline and brought down at about the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. And that's where Simi Valley will start its offense to begin the 2017 season.
And that return was made by number 27, Ian Roca, listed as a running back on the roster, 5'6", 150. So he might be a player we see they turn to on offense as well. Like we said, we're going to discover these things as the game goes on. First game of the season, here come clad in white.
All right. Billy Martin should be quarterback at Simi Valley, 6-foot senior, throws over the middle, pass complete inside the 40, down at about the 39. First down yardage right away for the Pioneers. Out of the shotgun again, Billy Martin. Man in motion to the right, and a pre-snap penalty. It'll be a false start. First flag of the game going against Simi Valley. It'll cost the Pioneers 5.
A lot of that early on in the season, a little disorganization, early penalties.
All right, so move it back to the 35. Simi Valley's own 35. First down and 15 to go. And there's an inside handoff, trying to get around tackle, but going to be thrown back for a loss.
So at least they have some senior leadership under center, even though he is starting in his first campaign for them, Billy Martin.
Loss of 3 on the play, second down and 18. Ball rests at about the 32, shotgun formation. Billy Martin looking to throw down the middle, but going to be wrapped up. He comes back into the pocket, may have lost the football. Lost the football. Let's see, West Ranch says they have it, and they do. The Wildcats recover. Tried to come back, run up the middle, back into the pocket, and he lost the football, Martin did. And an early turnover goes the way of the Wildcats.
That's number 18, Jake Killingsworth. Johnny on the spot, goes to the ground, comes out of the pack with the ball for the early turnover.
So West Ranch will take over at the Simi Valley 33. First and 10. Our first look at Colton Mitchell. 5-step drop, throw down to the left side. Nobody there, not really on the same page. So it might take a while to get this guy going. Colton Mitchell, a senior, we talked, only played 4 varsity games last year in Leandro, Texas.
Going to his main weapon right away, though, Jovan Camacho. I forgot to mention Camacho in that game last year against Simi Valley. 6 catches, 106 yards, and 2 touchdowns, so I'm sure they'll be aware of him wherever he is on the field tonight, and they like to move him around a lot.
Also 912 all-purpose yards last year. That was second best for the Wildcats during his 2016 campaign. Inside handoff right up the middle, and to the right. That's going to be a West Ranch touchdown. It looks like that's Sebastian Gallegos.
LaRon Huff, number
okay.
6. So how about that, LaRon Huff, who Coach Varner mentioned earned the job with his work ethic, taking over for Jake Rice, the senior. His first carry of the season, right up the middle, untouched. He goes for daylight into the end zone, putting his team on the board.
LaRon Huff. Wildcats on the board first. PAT up and no good. Just a little wide right. May have been partially blocked there as well at the line. So 6-0. It takes just 90 seconds for West Ranch to strike first.
It looked like, even though that first play was an overthrown pass, it made Simi Valley aware of Mitchell's arm, and they knew they had to key on Camacho because he is their number 1 weapon. So they went to the second play, maybe not expecting the run, and Huff, right up the middle, had so much real estate in front of him, and now the home team is up 6-0.
Nice crowd here at Paul Priest Stadium. shared by the Valencia Vikings.
Number 29, the kicker for
Sebastian
Restaurant.
Demas. All right. On the kick return, Simi Valley up to about the 34.
Brings the ball out to the 34-yard line.
22 in on the tackle,
Down to Nicolazo.
who we do not have listed on the roster, so he'll be our mystery man for the night.
All right, Pioneers will try it again. First possession for them resulted in a fumble lost by the quarterback Martin. 1st and 10, Pioneers, 6-0 West Ranch. First quarter, shotgun. Billy Martin looks towards the right sideline. Ball tipped away, intended for Garrett Nicoletti. Good coverage.
Yeah, you got me.
Ryan Camacho, two-way player, also a defensive back. As Martin going to the short side of the field. 2nd and 10. Inside fake, now going to his left. Martin in trouble. He's been in trouble several times already and has to cover up in a hurry. Another loss for Billy Martin and the Pioneers.
Martin brought down by Joseph.
You see a
big
replay.
name. Yep, big name for West Ranch is Dylan Joskak, senior. Plays on the defensive line, also has done some punting here, 6 foot, 195. It'll be 3rd down and 14 for Simi Valley.
Knee was clearly down before the ball came loose, so.
Martin goes to his left, ball caught and brought down at the 35. Minimal gain there. It'll be 4th and long. Pioneers gonna have to kick it away.
Number 10, Trayvon Marston on the reception.
Yep, Camacho brings him down. 4th and 9, and no sign of a. Now they're going to bring on the kicking team.
Looks like they're trying to catch him off guard.
Ball will be snapped at the 35. Punt is nice and high. Bounces at the 36. Gets a good Simi Valley roll inside the 25. And it'll be down about the 24 by Max Nealand. So a nice kick.
So that's part of the plan, too, to not let Joban Camacho return those kicks, as he had a very productive season last year in the return game.
All right, Colton Mitchell back to work. Shotgun formation. The backs are split to either side. Little play action down the middle. Got a man, but a little too much. Had a man just on the other side in the Simi Valley territory and overthrew him by a step.
So I think maybe what we're seeing with Mitchell early on in those first 2 passes is he's a little hyped up, putting a little extra mustard on these balls. He's overthrown 2 receivers. You see that a lot in the major leagues. First-time baseball pitchers that get selected to the All-Star game, they'll throw the ball high in the strike zone and then settle down an inning or 2 later.
Pass intended there, but to Jarrett Staub. Inside handoff right up the middle. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. I don't think they're going to catch him. 10-5, touchdown again. A rushing touchdown by LaRon Huff.
LaRon Huff.
Second.
2 carries, 2 touchdowns.
I don't think he was touched there either.
And neither of them
in the
were
backfield, but he was gone in a hurry.
short runs. That one, I believe, 70-plus yards.
Yep, 77. Second play for West Ranch. Just took 2 plays, 77 yards. Quick start to the 2017 season for the Wildcats. 12-0. It looks like the Wildcats are going for 2. 2 receivers at either side. Mitchell rolling out, looks to take it himself, throws it there at the last second, tipped a couple times and nothing doing. So 2-point conversion will fail there. So a missed PAT, and then the 2-pointer there is no good, and the Wildcats are up 12-0, 8:40 to go in the first quarter. Wow, how about this, Patrick, for a start to your season?
No problem getting the ball in the end zone thus far. The conversion game needs a little work. The kicker missing the first extra point and then trying to go for 2 there, not executing. But I know we're working with a small sample size, but at this rate, it looks like they just give the ball to LaRon Huff. It equals touchdown.
LaRon Huff, 2 carries, 110 yards. Sound about right? First touchdown, 33 yards. Second touchdown, 77 yards. We have not played 3.5 minutes.
Huff is a senior as well, so he waited his turn behind Rice and certainly making the most of it as he begins his last year at the high school level.
Small and mighty, 5'7", 177. And this one, a low lining kick. Going to give Simi Valley some field position here, up to the 41, maybe the 42.
Jared Weinmuller on the return.
Weinmuller, another threat on defense for the Pioneers, who was one of their leading tacklers last year with 26, does some of the returning as well. And the Pioneers, as the ball rests, they're going to rest it at the 40-yard line. And Simi Valley in an early hole here. 12-0 West Ranch. Shotgun formation, inside handoff, up the middle goes Weinmuller, out to about the 44.
It's actually David Quadri, their power back,
Okay.
going up the middle. Number 47.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's the answer right now, to go to that ground game and keep.
Nicolata with a takedown, coming this way, and out to just about midfield. Again, they give it to Quadri. 5'11", 215, junior halfback, 7:55 and counting. First quarter, 12-0 West Ranch.
Say, giving the ball to Quadri, grinding out the clock.
3rd and 1. Handoff again, up the middle, across midfield, right about at the marker. Let's see if they give it to him. Even if they don't, I would imagine Simi Valley going to go for it. And that will be a Pioneer first down.
You think it's too early to go to this game plan where if they can get this short yardage with Quadri up the middle, off tackle, keeping Valencia's offense off the field?
Good strategy early. You got to establish that run. Martin in a heap of trouble, as he has been this entire quarter. And he's going to be brought down around the 43. That's at least a 7, maybe an 8-yard loss there.
Big sack by number 51, also not listed on our roster. Another mystery man.
Loss of 7. 2nd down and 17. 2 receivers to either side for Simi Valley. Throw to the left. It's going to be caught again. Back to about the original line of scrimmage across midfield to about the 49 of West Ranch. Pioneers looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Camacho brothers already very active on the defensive side of the ball. Martin back to pass. Here come the Wildcats. Martin eludes them up to the 45 and 44. Going to be well shy. Bring up a 4th down. Martin on the keeper. 4th and 3.
Nice job by Martin to gain positive yardage on that, though. He was in trouble in the backfield. Showed some elusiveness.
Martin getting something out of nothing there, but ball's going to sit just inside the West Ranch 44. Wildcats, or Pioneers rather, looking like they want to go. Call it 4th and 5. Got to get to about the 39. And the whistles blow, and I think Simi Valley wants to talk things over here. Timeout Pioneers. They have 2 remaining. 6:13 to go, first quarter from Valencia High School. Season opener, West Ranch, a quick start, 12-0 over Simi Valley. Thanks for for joining us on LivePlaySports.tv alongside Patrick O'Sullivan, Darren Preston with you.
Sure, I think it's early in the game to really gauge this, but I think Simi Valley is looking for some players to emerge as playmakers so they can get in this ball game.
With an edge. That's Apollo's Barbershop. 6:13, first quarter. Now the Pioneers are punting away from their own 42. Liner takes a nice Pioneer bounce along that left sideline inside the 10. And I'll tell you, it was ugly off of his leg, but they certainly got a lot out of it.
Sure did. Seen a lot of low kicks tonight thus far as well on kickoffs and punts. So now the plan, of course, becomes, can they get their hands on LaRon Huff?
Hasn't happened yet. 2 touchdowns. One for 33 yards, the other for 77. Shotgun Colton Mitchell, man in motion, and Simi Valley swarming in.
And they did.
That time.
In a big way.
Finally.
Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
That time, Huff going down quickly. Loss of 3, 2nd and 13.
He came. Yeah, he shot it. Number 21, he just shot it.
Shotgun, Mitchell looking over the middle, pass complete, and this is Ryan Camacho, 30, 35, 40 to the 45 for a West Ranch first down. The junior, 5'9", dual threat, wide receiver and D-back, and already the Camacho brothers a factor early in the season with 5:24 to go in the first quarter. And that is a gain of about 38 yards.
You see that replay, Ryan Camacho. Interesting note on him last year of the Camacho twins. Even though he wasn't as active in the passing game, he actually out-touchdowned his brother 4-3.
Ball caught on a slam pattern up across Simi Valley territory up to the 44. Tackle made by Weber for Simi Valley, Sean Weber. Sean Weber, 50 tackles last year. Yep.
Looks like Weston Egan with the catch. I'm assuming related to Wyatt Egan, last year's quarterback.
Shotgun, Mitchell, across the middle again, caught at the 40. This is Jovan Camacho, shakes and bakes, beats a couple of would-be tacklers, and fights off another one and takes it to the house. Jovan Camacho.
So you make that 3 touchdowns for Camacho in the last 2 games against West Ranch. They haven't been able to stop him either as the 3rd touchdown of the game here on LivePlaySports.tv. Replay, short pass across the middle. Camacho leaving number 24 in the dust.
2. Several Pioneers had a look at Camacho to bring him down after 3 would-be tacklers. Camacho all the way to the house. PAT. This one is good, and it's West Ranch 19-0 with 4:47 to go in the first quarter. What a start for the Wildcats, rather.
So maybe Jovan Camacho's got a feed up here, because right before that I mentioned that his brother had 4 touchdowns last year and he had 3, and he said, well, I'm going to add 1 to my total right now, and he's up on his brother this year thus far 1-0. And if they are competing with LaRon Huff as well, Huff's in the team lead with 2, and they get the kicking game on track right there for a 19-0 early lead. If the offense plays like this all year long, they'll be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, absolutely. And we mentioned Jovan Camacho, 32 receptions a year ago, 435 yards, 3 touchdowns, but an all-purpose threat. 2nd most all-purpose yards on the Wildcats a year ago. Gets his first touchdown of the 2017 season. And it's all Wildcats in the first quarter, 19-0. A game in which the Wildcats lost 28-26 in the opener on the road last year. A liner by Demas and returned up to about the 39 of Simi Valley. And that's where they'll go to work again. But I'll tell you, the Wildcats, not only on that side of the ball, but on the defensive front, they are really getting in there against Billy Martin, bringing him down several times, obviously forcing a turnover, doing it on both sides of the ball.
I think so much newness on the side for Simi Valley. They don't quite know who to turn to yet. Martin searching for weapons, searching for someone to emerge, of course. This team graduating so many of their key players from last year.
Doubles with a wing.
Ball will be handed off around the left side, but again, West Ranch right there on defense. Looks like Ian Roca, the ball carrier.
Is that Loco that they can run him?
Thomas on the stop.
On the stop there, Grayson Thomas, defensive tackle, bothered by a shoulder injury, but we'll look to get him healthy. And he's also a running back for West Ranch, can play linebacker. Pass complete there to the left.
Steven Martinez getting the ball to almost midfield on the reception.
3rd and 1, go under 4 minutes first quarter. Shotgun formation. And again, up the middle across the 50. And Roca again on the carry. First down, Simi Valley.
Collier on the stop.
All right, on the 49 of West Ranch, 2 receivers to the right and left, 1 back. Martin throws short side of the field, left sideline. That is complete. About the 42 of West Ranch.
So Steven Martinez, 2 receptions on this drive. Maybe he's someone that can step up for them and become a go-to receiver for Billy Martin.
Gain of 6, pass complete to Trayvon Marston. 2nd down and 4. Just about the deepest the Pioneers have been, and this time West Ranch all over David Quadri. That will be a no gain. 3rd and 4. Martin out of the gun. Only a 3-man front that time. Quadri again, this time up to the 40.
Finding a little balance on this drive, right, with the power running and the short passes.
Stop just short of the first down mark there.
So 4th and 1. We go under 3 minutes first quarter. Pioneers looking like they want to go for it, and I think West Ranch wants a timeout. So certainly at this point, 4-down territory for Simi Valley. You're down 19-0, 2:54 to go first quarter. 4th and 1, you're kind of in that area of the field, no man's land, so you really don't have much of a choice here.
4th and 1, decision to make. Do you go Quadri right up the middle? That power running that has gotten them at least 2 or 3 yards each time.
Ball sitting right at the 40-yard line of West Ranch. That first down marker is right at the 39, so it's exactly 3 feet for a first down for the Simi Valley Pioneers, coming off a 4-6 year. This is a new era for the Pioneers. First-year head coach Damian Porter did a very good job at Lusinger High School, won a Pioneer League championship, Division 10 semifinals a year ago. Going for it, again a handoff, certainly a first down. Off tackle, and the Pioneers will have a fresh set of downs right around the 35.
So it looked like Ian Roca had the ball. That's kind of a risk he took there. It looks like he had the first down yardage, but tried to lateral it to his teammate Quadri. He got the first down. You got to go down. Luckily, the play seemed to be blown dead before that.
Ball on 36. Shotgun. Martin looks to his right. Pass complete. Brought down quickly, though. Pass complete to Trayvon Marston. And again, Camacho at the tackle. The Camacho twins very active. Defensive side of the ball. Jovan with a touchdown already.
Nice job on the snap. It went wide to his left. He was able to retrieve it, swing to his right, and complete that pass.
Quadri off tackle. Minimal gain there.
So it's subtle here, but finding a little balance. They've gone to 2 different running backs on this drive. We've seen Martin complete the ball to 2 different receivers in Marston and Martinez.
Whistle blows. Simi Valley will burn its second timeout here in the first half with 1:52 to go in the first quarter. 19-0. West Ranch on top. The Pioneers are on the move.
Yeah, so in a game where you're down 19, I think the first thing you got to do is look for how do you just get your team settled so that you're not playing out of control, putting the other offense back on the field so they can really blow this game open. 19 is still manageable. A lot of time left in this game. And like I said, they are finding positive yardage on this drive in the short passing game, in the running game, and we're seeing them incrementally make their way down the field inside the 30 now. Something to build on this drive if they can close it off with a score.
Pioneers coming back on the field. They are in the white uniforms, maroon pants. West Ranch looking for yet another stop. Had a heck of a first quarter. Both sides of the ball, 3rd and 2. Inside handoff now going to his left, Ian Roca. And he will be tackled. Outside of the 25, gain of 1 it looks like. So another 4th and 1 situation coming up. 4-down territory for the Pioneers. Kind of weird to say it, first quarter, but that is the case. Shotgun formation. Martin looking to his right. Martin, a little bit of trouble. Going to his right, overthrows his target, and West Ranch will take over, intended for Trayvon Marston, who they've used several times on this drive. But that one not meant to be, but again, a great job by the Wildcats bringing the pressure.
It's a nice job. They get Martin on the move early in the play. He rolls to his right. The DBs have the corner sealed. Even if he makes the reception right there, good chance he's out of bounds. So like you were saying, you look at the score, 19-0. A lot of offense on the West Ranch side of the defense as well, making this possible.
Man in motion, but Colton Mitchell himself up the middle, and he'll be brought down 32-yard line thereabouts.
Now here's a time maybe you do open it up. You've got a fairly comfortable lead to play with. You've got Camachos.
Shotgun, handoff, and Huff. King on him a little bit more. He'll be tackled for a loss. Up to 25. 3rd and long coming up for West Ranch.
See the replay. High snap as well. Gets it to Huff. But number 54 for Simi Valley.
Tucker Nicholas. 3rd and 11. Shotgun formation. 5-step drop for Mitchell. Throw to the right. Overshoots his man. Intended for Jarrett Staub. Big name on this year's team. 21 catches last year for 271 yards. Couple of touchdowns. Big name here in his junior season. He was one of the sophomore men a year ago. By the way, 7 sophomores on the Wildcat varsity team this year. By contrast, just 1 sophomore on Simi Valley's team. 24.6 to play first quarter. Wildcats 19-0, but they're going to kick it away. Ball will be kicked. Nice high kick, and Simi Valley not going to mess around with it. Ball will be down at about the 37. That's where the Pioneers will take over in their own territory.
So decent field position for Simi Valley. The defense was able to hold West Ranch. Not much time on the clock.
And Dylan Joskak with the punt.
So does Martin have the arm, and do the receivers have the speed to get separation here where they can get a big play? I think we're about to find out, unless they play conservative and just sit on the ball and go to the locker room at halftime, try to recoup.
Billy Martin nowhere near his comfort zone in the first quarter, being harassed the entire 12 minutes by the West Ranch front. Throw over the middle, that is going to be behind his receiver at midfield, intended there for Brandon Lemoy.
That was a ball that had a chance if he hit him in the numbers, had a full head of steam going, but not able to execute on those key plays thus far.
13 seconds to go. Second down Pioneers, ball sitting just inside their own 38. Big first quarter for West Ranch. Handoff, off tackle, now around the edge, right sideline, and Gang tackled right there on that right sideline. Roca does pick up a few yards there on the ground. 6 seconds to go.
Nothing on the outside there for Roca. All those blue jerseys.
Now at the 42 with 6 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Martin looking to his left, but brought down again, harassed by that front. And Grayson Thomas, it looks like.
Martin brought down by Thomas.
Yep, Grayson Thomas, the dual threat. Boy, speed, toughness of Thomas here in the first quarter.
See a couple of angles of this. Thomas getting in on the play right around the offensive lineman and making that low tackle for the sack.
Great job for a kid bothered by the shoulder injury in the offseason. Heck of a job pushing his man, getting through there. Getting a nice tackle for a loss, and 12 minutes in the books from Valencia, California, all West Ranch. Heck of a start to the 2017 season, 19-0 Wildcats after one quarter. LivePlaySports.tv. Two teams will swap ends, and Simi Valley will go to work. Begin the second quarter at their own 36. Actually, it'll be fourth down, so they'll kick it away. And the ball will be dropped by the punter at the 20, and now deciding to run 40-45, eluding a bunch of Wildcats across midfield. And an accident there kind of worked out for the Pioneers.
Well, that's Marston back there, who we've seen in the receiving game, so that's a skilled runner receiver at the punter position.
Drops the snap, picks it up, and a couple of missed tackles later, Simi Valley's got a fresh set of downs across midfield.
They'll take place any way they can get them. If your most positive run of the night is from the punting game.
And there's a penalty marker right after the snap. And it will be a false start on Simi Valley. Had a false start very early in the game. Cost them 5. Move it back to the 47 of the Pioneers. 1st and 15. Early moments, second quarter. West Ranch 19-0. Handoff up the middle, winning a couple of tacklers up to the 47 of West Ranch. Roca gains about 6 there. Second down, 9. At 47, shotgun, Billy Martin looking down to the right sideline. Pass should be picked off. Was it on the right sideline?
Ryan Camacho with the play.
That's the second turnover in favor of the Wildcats.
So we talked about both these Camacho brothers being dual threats. Jovan with the touchdown catch earlier. Ryan Camacho with the tip and the interception. Obviously his first of this season. Marston with a quick tackle. But that nullifies that punt play they were able to get positive yardage on, as West Ranch will take over on offense once again.
10:49 to go. West Ranch getting a couple of nice early turnovers to the season. Shotgun. Colton Mitchell looking downfield up the middle. This one could have been picked off, but out of everybody's reach. Intended there for Jarrett Staub right down center field. But I'll tell you, very fortunate that the Wildcats will have a second down here.
So we've seen the arm strength of Mitchell thus far. And other than that Camacho touchdown, we haven't seen the touch. Like I said, he might be a little amped up. First game here.
Shotgun throw underneath, across the 20, got the 22. By the way, Riley Hunt had a shot at that pick just out of his reach that last play. And Huff on the underneath catch. Quadri brings him down, so second down, third down now for West Ranch. 3rd and 7 after the 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7, shotgun, another 5-step drop. This one having a man open there, but somehow through the hands of 7 Beverly.
7 Beverly, that's a great name. Great football name, great name in general.
So West Ranch will punt this one away, 4th down and 7. 10:31 to go, second quarter. Wildcats 19-0. First game of the year. Happy football season, everybody, from Valencia, California.
You know, they call Valencia Awesome Town. That's the official slogan. Billboards all over Los Angeles.
And the punt is away, nice and high, good kick. It will take a little bit of a Simi bounce and be down right around the 30-yard line. Nice kick by Dylan Joskak, averaged 32 yards a punt a year ago. 10:20 to go. Pioneers take over.
Saw a shot of the sideline there for West Ranch. The coaches looking very pleased, a lot of smiles, very loose on the sidelines thus far. Probably happy about the execution of the defense, holding it to a shutout thus far on the offense, putting points on the board.
All right, shotgun, handoff, holding one knee up in the air and still going around the edge up to about the 35 is Ian Roca. And again, Camacho on the tackle.
That was a play where I saw glimpses where Roca, being a smaller back, might be able to use his size better when he hides behind his linemen and not run ahead of them.
And Wildcat, they're rushing to get off the field. Almost too many men on the field. Martin looking, shotgun formation, looking to his left and overshoots his man, Corey Hemphill. Hemphill, a junior, 5'7", 140. So a few more inches there for Hemphill. And he's got that, but
yeah, Hemphill 5'7",
tall for him there.
Roca 5'6". Martinez 5'8", the other wideout.
Martin, now looking to his right. This one well behind. Marston. All right, 9:37 to go, 4th down and 5 for Simi Valley. And they will be punting from their own 20.
See a good shot there. Number 73, defensive lineman Lewis Kim for West Ranch.
Timeout, West Ranch. So each team has called 2 timeouts here in the first half. 9:31 second quarter. 19-0 Wildcats, and they are most likely going to get the ball back out of the timeout.
Once again, tonight's game brought to you by Apollo's Barber Shop. You know, some of these West Ranch players get their hair cut at Apollo's. They specialize in men's hair. You know what they say over there at Apollo's? It's sophistication with an edge. And no one leaves Apollo's unsatisfied. It's the only real barbershop in Valencia.
All right, Pioneers ready to kick it away with 9:31 second quarter. Ball will be punted just inside the 20 towards the right sideline. Caught at about the 25 up, or excuse me, the 35 up to about the 41. And Jarrett Staub, a return of about 6 yards. And West Ranch go to work once again here. Already up 3 scores, second quarter. Looking for more. Colton Mitchell back on the field.
I saw a couple of quotes from West Ranch players early today saying they kind of looked at last year's loss as the game that kept them out of the playoffs.
Handoff, Huff again. Nice yardage. Cross midfield up to about the 47. Huff with 2 big touchdown runs early in the game. 77 yards and 33 yards. They keyed on him a little bit for some losses later on in the quarter, but get some nice yards there. From the 41 up to the 48 of Simi Valley, so an 11-yard gain. Huff again up the middle, carries several Pioneers on his back up to the 40 of Simi Valley. And there's another 8 yards. Second down and 2. 8:46 to go before halftime. Shotgun Colton Mitchell. Handoff again up the middle to the 35. And first down yardage for the Wildcats.
It's number 26, Jake Wheels. I was going to say, you see these openings. Of course, these are being presented by the offensive line. Huff not being touched by the defenders. Guys like Dylan Clark, number 72, 55, Brendan Cho on the O-line.
Left side run, 25-20, change direction, 15-10, 5, penalty flag right before the touchdown. Taken there by Ryan Camacho as he changed direction. Right before he went into the end zone, a penalty flag sitting just inside the 10. And let's see about this big call with 8:19 to go in the second quarter.
That's usually a holding call. We'll see if this stands. A couple nice moves by Camacho.
And probably an unnecessary one if they're going to take it away, because that was literally right before he crossed the goal line. Oh, they're going to wave the flag. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yep. That would have been an absolute bummer for the Wildcats because of when that flag was thrown. But they're going to wave it, and the Wildcats tack on another. This one, Ryan Camacho, a heck of a job changing direction across the field, Patrick.
That could be a new wrinkle they put into the offense this year, using Camacho in that way.
No, he just ran into it.
As he matches Jovan tonight with a touchdown each, his twin brother.
All right, Demas on for the PAT. The snap, the hold, and the kick right through the uprights. 7 more for the Wildcats. 26-0 West Ranch. Thus far, a smashing 2017 debut. Coming off a 4-6 season. Both these teams are, in fact. And West Ranch up 26-0 with 8:19 to play before halftime.
So West Ranch scored 26 points in that game. Last year they lost to Simi Valley 28-26, and we are not even at halftime. They have matched that total here tonight.
Chris Varner, second-year head coach, coming off that 4-6 year. Heck of a job as an assistant at Canyon from 2007 to 10. Took some time off, spent time with the family, and got the call prior to the 2016 season. Accepted the job, and it's a young group. A lot of new players on the field for the Wildcats, but this is a team, to me, of course, we're just the first game, a lot of weapons out there, and could very well get that first winning season since 2010.
Well, the Camacho brothers, when they were sophomores last year, were such a big factor for this team. And now they're juniors, so they have the experience, but are still.
On the kick return here, sideline, 25-30, 35-40, cutting
It's number
across
11.
the 45, and that's going to be Dylan Fuentes.
He gave it up, man.
Saying the Camacho brothers as we see this replay.
Kicked it to the 4.
Nice job by Fuentes.
81 went inside. He didn't want. Yeah, he did.
We'll move to the outside. Getting low, cuts back it. Finally brought down, keyed on the tackle by number 81 for West Ranch, Justin Barker.
All right, Simi Valley in a big hole. 8:11 to go, second quarter, 26-0. Martin throws over the middle. This one is caught. Brought down at the 43. I believe that's Brandon Lemoy.
Simi Valley first down.
First time we've called his name tonight. And at 26-0.
So first down, go under 8 minutes. Shotgun, looking to his left. Martin, this time complete again. And gang tackled across the 40, about the
Joey Vaca.
38-yard line.
So it looks like they're, with this huge deficit, just going to a number of different receivers. Before this drive, we've seen Marston, we've seen Martinez, but already 2 new men with receptions on this drive. Martin trying to get something going, trying to open up the whole offense. We'll see if the coaches just...
2nd and 4 at the 36. Handoff. Roca.
Back to Roca.
At the 35. Cutting to the middle.
See if the coaches just open up the whole playbook here to try to get back in this game.
Simi Valley certainly desperate to have a good drive here, burn some clock, try to avoid West Ranch getting the ball back. So trying to take up some time, throw to the left, and complete. And pass complete. Oh, pass incomplete, okay. That was thrown low. Did not come up with it, so it'll be a 4th down and 3. Shotgun Martin. Going for the whole thing here across the field, right sideline, and no good. Good coverage again. You had 3 Wildcat jerseys over there.
So Marston played the ball pretty good in the air, as you see, but just couldn't keep it in his hands as he stops.
Yeah, again, Ryan Camacho. And on the play.
Okay, Coach, what did you say the DN should be doing?
1st and 10 at the 34, 6:45 to go, and that's the last thing Simi Valley needed there. Give the ball back to Colton Mitchell and the Wildcats. Plenty of time. Handoff. Huff across the 35. A couple of yards there for Huff. Gain of 3 officially, 2nd and 7.
Very strong turnout in the home stands tonight.
Shotgun, play action. Down the middle, got a man. Staub! He is going all the way to the house.
So there's the arm of Colton Mitchell executing, hitting his man in stride.
Again, this is a man, Colton Mitchell. No touchdowns, 5 picks, and 4 varsity games out in Leandro, Texas a year ago. And what a smashing debut for number 10, Staub, with the touchdown reception, 32-0. I don't think any of us expected this kind of a score after the kind of game we had between these 2 teams a year ago. Both teams 4 and 6. The PAT going to be blocked, but doesn't make it over anyway. No, it does not. Falls short. 32-0. 6:15 still to play before halftime.
And how happy is a guy like Staub? You look at his numbers last year. Relatively speaking, they are possession receiver type numbers. But now he's got the big arm of Colton Mitchell, who hits him on the Huge play. That's probably about a third of the yardage Staub had for the whole season last year. And all of a sudden, he finds himself with a long, long touchdown reception, but the extra point falls short.
Mitchell, now a senior, 6'3", 200, getting looks from several D1 programs. Maybe the most significant one, Washington State. This past spring, they came out and saw him. Wyoming and San Jose State also in the sweepstakes for Colton Mitchell. Also some FCS schools taking a look at him as well. Kick by Demas. Ball going to be caught in front of the goal line.
Big
and hit hard out of bounds on the return by number 11 there, Dylan Fuentes.
Looks like 56, Dylan Joskak with the hit.
Joskak can hit. He's the punter on this team as well. Josak just a heck of a first half in his own right here for West Ranch. 6:09 to play, and as we mentioned, not even 2 minutes ago, Patrick, that how Simi Valley needed to hang on to the ball, burn some clock, and avoid West Ranch getting the ball back. But that didn't happen. Now they got to try it again.
He should be outside. Instead, tell him to go up and force the play back to the inside.
6:09, shotgun. Billy Martin going to be brought down in a hurry. And this one is Grayson Thomas. He has had a couple of sacks here in the first half. 5'11", 186.
See the replay. Billy Martin. But yeah, Thomas got in there early.
Thomas has been used at running back. He has been a big factor on the defensive side of the ball here in the first half. Quick out pattern and a catch by Fuentes, but brought down quickly. Camacho on the tackle. 3rd and 12. 5:22 and counting. First half. Martin again out of the gun. Drops back the pass, and this one is caught across the 35-36. Tackled, and it is caught by Garrett Nicoletti.
Looks like Bryce Buchanan. A nice piece of tackling on that play.
Just short of the first down.
Yeah, smart.
It's at the 36. Needs the 37.
Yeah, they do it in a hurry.
It's one thing that stayed true to football over time.
They're going.
That basic skill of tackling low. You see so many runners.
Handoff off the right side, first down yardage, and this one is off to Roca.
I'm going to say at every level you still see runners and receivers shed tacklers when they try to tackle high too much. But using these fundamentals at the high school level, you saw Thomas on the sack and there on that Buchanan tackle.
From the 39 after the 3-yard run and first down, Martin looking across the middle again, hurried and sacked.
52 gets in.
Giovanni Nicolazzo, and again Thomas. Nicolazzo got the first touch, and Thomas ended up bringing him down.
That'll probably be a half sack each for those young men.
Again, Thomas, a man who has been bothered by a shoulder injury in the offseason, but I'll tell you, a heck of a first half on the defensive side of the ball. Dangerous pass up the middle. Again, under duress was Martin.
3 defenders in the area right across the middle. That is very dangerous as you see Martin take a little bit of a low snap. He's been handling those well tonight. Looks across, has the pressure once again.
And he never turned around his man, Corey Hemphill. 3rd and long, 3rd and 13. Again, the Pioneers in big danger of giving the ball back again to the Wildcats here late in the second half. Or late in the first half, second quarter. And under pressure, Martin going down. It'll be 4th down.
Nicolazzo seems to be in on every play this drive.
Martin brought down by Wright.
There he is. Once again, Nicolazzo, and then 4 or 5 teammates meet him at a sack convention.
3:13 to go. The punt from the 25-yard line. Going to take a bounce at the 40 and a great Simi Valley bounce, and will be down, looks like just inside the 30. But again, plenty of time for the Wildcats with 3:04 to go in the first half.
So yeah, when you watch this Simi Valley offense tonight, they've gotten small chunks of positive yardage, whether it's running or throwing to different players, but they just haven't had the big plays that West Ranch has had. They haven't been able to string together enough of those short yardage plays.
Jovan Camacho in motion. There's a pitch to the right. Huff cuts back a little bit inside to his left, right around that right sideline, and Huff, nice first down yardage there, under 3 minutes. Weber with the tackle again. Weber leading Simi Valley a year ago with 50 tackles. 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard pickup by Huff.
Big hit on the Simi Valley side that time.
Backs are split. One receiver to the right, handoff to Huff, trying to get around the left side, and he will be tackled.
Chase Hamrick getting into the backfield quickly to bring down Huff. So they've at least been able to contain Huff a little bit since he opened this game with a flurry of long touchdown runs.
All right, Camacho twins along with Staub to the right, faking right, now given to Huff around the left side. Brought down on the sideline across the 45 to the 46. Fuentes with the tackle. First down yardage for the Wildcats. We go under 2 minutes. See how good Colton Mitchell, his first test here in somewhat of a 2-minute offense late here in the first half. And already with a 32-0 lead, pass in the flat over the head of Jovan Camacho. Second and 10, $1:47 to play. Second and 10 from the 44 of West Ranch. Still lots of time here. 1:47 to go before halftime. Handoff. Huff getting off tackle. Again across the 45. Not about the 46. Still looking at a 3rd down here. 3rd and 7. Again, Weber with the tackle. 3rd and 7.
See replay. There's no room for Huff on that one.
Rolling out a little bit to his right. Nice pass over the middle, 40-35. This is Jovan Camacho cutting back to his left, missing a couple of would-be tacklers. Now to his right and out of bounds. A heck of a move. Saw him change direction on one of the touchdowns earlier and is out of bounds right sideline, but a heck of a gain. And the yards after contact, phenomenal job by Jovan Camacho.
I think we're going to see the replay here, but Jovan Camacho takes that pass, and then look at the footwork here as he slows it down, but then he'll go to work looking almost like a ballroom dancer. A little tiptoe there, we cut away, but you'll see him on the sideline. Yeah, and we missed it, but he, here we go, back to live action.
1st and 10 as Mitchell rolls out, looking for the corner, overthrows Ryan Camacho. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, back to Camacho. Check out the footwork. Stops, inside, little to the right, little to the left, little back, little to the right.
Great feet there. We go under a minute. 59.3 to play. West Ranch, another big opportunity. Already up 32-0. Heck of a first half for pretty much everybody in a blue uniform out there. Handoff, Huff getting to his left. Voids a couple of men, but exactly what the Wildcats want right now. Let that clock roll. Try to punch it in one more time before halftime. Be a 3rd down.
Riley Hunt saving the day on that tackle as Huff had the outside to work with.
All right, 3rd and goal. Ball sitting at about, let's see, right at the 5. Shotgun coming to his right. Mitchell looking, avoids one man, looking for the corner, and gets in the end zone for a touchdown. Great feet, nice, smart, rushing touchdown. Did not force anything. Gotta love what you're seeing from number 10. First game playing for the Wildcats. 38-0, 25 seconds to go before halftime. What an amazing first half for this quarterback. Played just 4 varsity games last year in Leandro, Texas.
Colton Mitchell into the end zone, showing the running skills, becoming the 5th player of the half to score a touchdown for the home team, West Ranch.
And Sebastian Demas with the PAT. 39-0, 25.8 seconds to go before halftime. A couple of times already we said how the Pioneers had to hold on to the ball and not give the ball back to Colton Mitchell and the Wildcats. They failed to do it both times, and West Ranch has all but put this thing away, and we are still in the first half.
It seems like West Ranch just keeps introducing new ways to beat this Simi Valley team. We mentioned Mitchell with a touchdown run. We've seen him throw it in the air to Jovan Camacho and Staub on another long touchdown pass. This game opened with 2 LaRon Huff touchdown runs. And all these players this week might be feeling so good they go to Apollo's Barbershop to get a little touch up on the hair. It's too bad that the helmets are hiding the wonderful haircuts of these players. But, you know, this barbershop, people drive from all over the area to come there. It's not just a local shop, but does have the local flavor. Big supporter of West Ranch football. 39-0.
Team is kicking off for West Ranch. It's going to be a short kick. It'll be caught at the 30, dropped, and then recovered again. Up the middle, takes a couple of Wildcats with them. Return looks like by Tim Yano. And I don't know, I think Simi maybe would want to sit on this and avoid another major disaster unless they want to go for some sort of maybe one pass and then a Hail Mary kind of thing. I don't know. 19.9, already down 39.
Given the circumstances here so early in the season, you want to sit on the ball, go to the locker room, regroup.
Virtually a brand new Pioneer team. A lot of new faces on West Ranch's team as well under 2nd year.
But they're in a formation. Looks like they're going to play ball.
Looking, Martin avoids one tackler. Ball caught across the 50, and it's going to be caught by Brandon Lemoy. Clock rolling, 6 seconds. I think Simi Valley does have one timeout. They're going to use it? I guess not. Each team did have one timeout, so they chose not to use it after that completion to Lemoy, and that's how the first half ends. And I'll tell you, couldn't ask for anything else out of the West Ranch Wildcats. 39-0. After a 19-0 first quarter, the Wildcats tack on another 20 in the second quarter, and everybody on the field seemingly playing his role here in the opener, Patrick.
Great way to introduce the season. The home crowd feeling good as the marching band getting set to take the field for the halftime spectacle. But it looks like it's going to be an exciting season if they can keep it going like it has tonight, as you see the scoreboard on the upper right at Dr. Paul A. Preece Stadium.
All right, so halftime here at Paul Preece Stadium in Valencia, 39-0. West Ranch all over Simi Valley. We'll step aside and let you enjoy the halftime festivities on your screen. Thanks for joining us on LivePlaySports.tv. Stay tuned for the second half.
Oscar Kemp, color guard. Jay Kemp, visual. Zali Akani, music. Percussion staff member, Andrew Ramirez, Curtis Holton, Philip Brown, Joey Damian, Matt O'Day, and Color. Color guard staff, Anthony Garcia, Robin Kemp, Kelsey Rowe, marching band staff, Angel Mazzaro, Brendan Bristow, Tim Dow, and Andrew Lanier. Western High School proud to present drum majors Christian Delio, Shane Cho, Tommy Weber, Patty Patterson on the Western High School Wildcat marching band.
right, welcome back to Paul Priest Stadium here in Valencia, California. All West Ranch in the first half, 39-0 over Simi Valley in this 2017 high school football opener. Alongside Patrick O'Sullivan, I'm Darren Preston. Thanks for joining us in this opener. The Wildcats and the Pioneers, both 4-6 teams a year ago, but I'll tell you, a lot of different looks on the field for each of these teams, and it is all Wildcats, so they're clearly looking like they can go a long way, I think, this year, Patrick.
Sure, West Ranch, a little bit of old, a little bit of new. The returning Camacho brothers doing their thing, but a smashing debut for Colton Mitchell at quarterback, the transfer from Texas. 205 yards in the air in the first half. He also ran for a touchdown. He threw touchdowns to both Camacho brothers and Jared Staub, so 3 TDs in the air, 1 on the ground. LaRon Huff, his first year as a starting tailback with 145 yards and 2 early touchdown runs. Jovan Camacho, leading receiver, with 89 yards. On the other side, not much going for the visitors, the Pioneers of Simi Valley. I would say Billy Martin has not played too bad. It's just that they have not strung together enough of these short yardage plays, and they certainly have not had any big plays. Billy Martin, the quarterback for Simi, he's thrown the ball to 5 different receivers. He did have the interception, the tip by Ryan Camacho, but he's been under pressure all game long, trying to find some weapons to work with. And clearly from the scoreboard, you see they have not done that thus far. Down 39-0 with still an entire half of football to play under the lights at Valencia High, which shares this field with West Ranch.
Simi Valley kicking off to start the second half. Nicholas Villamizer to do the kicking, 5'10" junior. Looks like we got Camacho brothers deep for West Ranch. Ball will be caught just inside the goal line and up through the middle. Big start to the second half. Cross midfield, and how about this to start the second half for West Ranch? Ryan Camacho.
Wow. The explosion continues. They went to the locker room. They did not cool off at all. They come out on the opening kickoff. Ryan Camacho looks like a soldier leading his troops into battle as they head down the field.
The kicker had the last shot at him, Villamizer. That's 100 yards, is it not? I believe he caught it right at the goal line.
Camacho almost looking aware of our cameras, putting up the #1 sign. He's got an interception tonight. He's got a touchdown reception, and now he has this huge kickoff return for a touchdown.
Demas with the PAT, and that's good. We call it a 97-yard kickoff return for Ryan Camacho.
So talk about a healthy competition. These twin brothers, they have so many chances to showcase their abilities in their return game, on offense, on defense, and doing their thing tonight, Jovan and Ryan. And if they keep this up all year long, West Ranch will certainly benefit from this mano-a-mano battle within the brothers, 46-0.
There's the big returning threat of Ryan Camacho. Does that on the field in addition to all over the field on defense in the first half, and of course his receptions along with his twin brother Jovan, #4. All-purpose player. Now Demas will kick off from his own 40. It took 15 seconds. Just knew West Ranch had a shot to win this game. It's a very shocking score. Started the second half, 46-0, Simi Valley. And Roca will try to get to that left sideline as he returns it up to about the 25 or so.
See the replay. Roca has gotten a lot of touches tonight, but has not found much room as the lateral movement of that coverage team for West Ranch doing the job. Relatively modest field position.
All right, Billy Martin again, shotgun, going to the left, short side of the field. Ball will be caught out around the 32.
Looks like number 80, the receiver for Simi Valley.
Yeah, that's Riley Hunt. Plays both ways, free safety and a wide receiver. Gain of 2 yards. 2 receivers to the right, shotgun, looking over the middle, pass complete. Across the 35, 40, and Lemoy trying to get through 1 tackler across the 40 and brought down. First down yardage for the Pioneers.
Nice pass by Martin. He gets his receiver in stride. That's what you want to do, is lead him just a little bit so he can keep on running. And they do get some positive yardage on that play. See the replay? Just out of your frame, Lemoy with the grab.
Nicoletti to the right side, looking left though, as he was much of the first half. A lot of trouble for Billy Martin. Brought down yet again, Grayson Thomas.
Grayson Thomas making his presence felt on the defensive side of the ball. Another big play, getting right by that O-line of Simi Valley.
That's right around 4 sacks tonight for Grayson Thomas. Hand off right tackle.
Another solid tackle by the West Ranch defense, number 50, in on the play.
Roca brought down.
Ian Wright.
Third down and 14. Simi Valley, another 3rd and long situation. This time Nicoletti, reception across midfield, brought down at the 44. And that might be the best connection of the night for Simi Valley. That's a nice throw to Nicoletti.
So just to correct things here, as at the high school level, you'll often come across a number of different versions of rosters. Just informed by a fan coming up to the booth, that was not number 50 Ian Wright's, number 50 Kyle Singleton with the tackle. Little jersey switch.
From the West Ranch 45, almost as deep as they've been all night. Quick out route, incomplete, intended for Nicoletti. 2nd and 10.
Well, the good thing is the pressure's off. You're down 46 early in the second half. You can work on a number of things as you march forward in the regular season that hopefully can pay dividends later on against other opponents, unless a huge comeback is in store for Simi here tonight.
2nd down from the 45, shotgun, throws downfield, intercepted at around the 30-yard line. Brought down fairly quickly across the 35, but West Ranch gets its 3rd turnover of the night.
Looks like Dylan Joskak with the INT.
And left it hanging up there.
Just coming across your screen, cutting in front of the receiver, and that's one of the few truly bad balls we've seen Martin throw in our night. Even the previous interception was a tip ball on some tight coverage by Camacho. So got a feel for the young man. He's been a gamer, trying to keep his team in this game. But now back to this explosive
from the 38-yard line.
West Ranch offense.
Handoff up the middle. This will be probably a loss. Everybody in white and maroon bringing down Huff. Loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
They actually turned to Camacho in the backfield that time. Maybe that's something they're doing in the second half, trying to give some different looks in the backfield as they know what they have in Huff. And Camacho, who they can move all over the field.
Jovan Camacho, throw to the right sideline this time in the flat, down, tiptoeing down that right sideline. And out of bounds.
Number 36 for West Ranch on the reception.
And that'll be Zachary Van Bennekom, wide receiver.
There you go, his first catch of the night. And also gives West Ranch a chance to execute the different pass plays in their playbook.
One of the 7 sophomores for West Ranch. There's a handoff. Jovan Camacho, 40, 35, 30. Cuts to the right sideline, across the 20, 15, 10. Tiptoeing those sidelines and into the end zone. Boy, the feet that the Camacho twins have shown tonight have been remarkable.
Jovan Camacho, and one skill I want to point out on this play, you see this at every level of football, he'll switch speeds. Even some elite runners in the NFL, you'll see them overrun a play. Camacho takes a little off it here, so well, that's the tackle he avoided. Before that, takes a little off it, so the tackler whizzes by him, and then he's able to set himself up for another touchdown, this time out of the backfield, running. Jovan Camacho with a touchdown catch tonight and a touchdown run. And the Camacho brothers, just so many huge, huge plays.
Going for 2. Flip to the right, Jovan Camacho. Been a tough one to bring down, but they do here.
Did they rule he was out of bounds? The points are not on the board yet.
Okay.
So maybe they ruled that he was out of bounds on that previous play.
All right. 2nd and 7, gain of 3 there. The ball right around the 10, rolling out to his left. Mitchell looking over the middle, and let's see, no flag. Oh, now the late flag comes in from the back of the end zone.
Tough call. Number 24 got his hand in there. Looked like a nice piece of defense, but perhaps he was tugging on the jersey or a little contact on the back end. We'll see.
Timothy Atencio defending, and a little too much contact there, so the first down Wildcat. So take that last touchdown off the board, 46-0 still, 8:28 to go, 3rd quarter. But West Ranch knocking on the door nonetheless.
Boy, if West Ranch this year also introduces Camacho as a running back more, that's another wrinkle to this offense that teams are going to have to prepare for.
Coming to his left, keeper for Colton Mitchell, but throws there at the last moment. I believe that's going to be, oh no, incomplete. The referee at the back of the end zone is going to rule that incomplete.
See a replay, rolling left, Colton Mitchell. It looks like Van Bennekom. Not the prettiest pass, but it looks like when he was going to secure the ball did hit the ground. Can't get the hands underneath.
Timothy Atencio again defending. Close again, but
split second.
Incomplete.
I mean, so many rules have changed over the years in terms of how they judge a reception. That's one of those ones where it looks like in slow motion he has the ball in his hands on the side of the ball. But once the referee sees that ball, whether it's in the hands or not, hit the ground so quickly, it's a tough call to make.
Penalty markers on a pre-snap penalty here. And that'll be an encroachment call against Simi Valley.
But I can't tell even from this game.
Number 3 out there in the flat for West Ranch.
Ball inside the 5, a handoff up the middle.
That time they go to Jake Wheels, trying to get some other players involved. Like I mentioned, number 3, Sebastian Gallegos. He's in the game at wide receiver.
Coming to the left, West Ranch trying to finally get in. Not going to happen here. Mitchell brought down. Anthony Quadri in on the play, 4th down. That was 4th down in Simi Valley.
So a little bit of luck. Here. They got Camacho stepping out of bounds on that long play, and they actually come out of the drive without giving up points.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Simi Valley on its own 5, 7:55 to go in the 3rd.
Another great lineman shot, number 73, Lewis Kim, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, only a sophomore.
Martin shotgun, low snap, and he's got to cover quickly.
It's another issue they might have to deal with this season. I've seen Martin handle some snaps all over the zone tonight. There's another one here. Not much you can do about that. Hits Roca's foot, actually, and he goes to the ground. to avoid further disaster of a possible defensive touchdown for West Ranch.
Boy, West Ranch knocking on the door for a safety. I think they have it, yeah.
So they follow that up with 2 points instead of 6. They'll take that.
Great penetration. Roca just brought down inside that goal line for 2 more West Ranch points.
Looks like 4 players in on that. Number 26 at the forefront, Jake Wheels, coming out of the pack, making the signal along with the referee. Tacking on 2 more points, 48-0 for West Ranch over Simi Valley. And the defense says the offense scores so many points, we'd like a couple points ourselves.
This was a 28-26 loss last year on opening day for West Ranch. Just a brand new, virtually a brand new Simi Valley team, and a lot of new faces as well on West Ranch, and they've answered here on opening night.
That's a tough thing to gauge about high school. It's such a high turnover. Players play a couple of years, then they graduate. You don't really know what you have until the next year happens, until the players take the field. A lot of new underclassmen, even seniors playing this much for the first time, getting their experience as a big kickoff.
Philip Miser kicking off for Simi Valley. Ball taken just outside the 20. Jovan Camacho across the 45, just shy of midfield. 7:22 to go in the third, and here we go again with the West Ranch offense. Third quarter score, Golden Valley, another foothill team, up 24-0 on Highland. Golden Valley in action opening up their 2017 season, Foothill League.
Jared Weinmuller bringing down Camacho there. Whenever you can keep him from a big play, that's a moral victory in itself. 48-yard line.
See how West Ranch plays. The comfortable lead here in the third quarter. Another pre-snap penalty. This one's going against West Ranch. False start. Move it back 5. Ball will rest on the 43. 1st and 15. Huff still out there in the backfield for West Ranch. Got Jovan Camacho out to the left. Sebastian Gallegos as well.
Debut for Huff, breaking the 100-yard mark in his first half as a starter.
Handoff, Huff across midfield. Nice yardage here, just shy of the Simi Valley 40 brought down. That's a gain of about 15. And an injured Pioneer on the 46.
I think we've seen those weapons complement each other tonight as well. When Huff opens up the game with those touchdown runs, then you start going to the air to Camacho, and even that long pass to Staub. It becomes a game of pick your poison. Who do you key on? If you take your eye off one man for a second, or you expect a run or expect a pass, it could result in a big play the other way. And when you do that, it's a little dizzying, as is the score right now. 48-0. Simi Valley outmanned by this explosive West Ranch offense. And give it up for the defense, giving up 0 points tonight.
Not sure who the injured Pioneer was there. Final score, Moore Park 41, Canyon nothing. So a tough start for Canyon, who finished in last a year ago in the Foothill. Valencia High, in case you're wondering, they'll start their season next week at Pondale. They share this field with the Wildcats. Throw to the left for Jovan Camacho across the 45 and 40, in between a couple of would-be tacklers, and brought down inside the 35. Another sizable gain there for the Wildcats.
So still trying to get some reps in, maybe build that chemistry between Colton Mitchell and Jovan Camacho, as they certainly will play more tightly contested games later on in the season.
Yeah, Sean Weber, another tackle there. He's looked pretty good tonight, actually, on defense. active leading tackler last year. Throwing down the right sideline is Mitchell. Jovan Camacho, right sideline. Is he inbounds?
I believe so.
Yes. Managed to get at least 1 foot in. He's around the 12, it looks like.
And they're using this time. This is a play we haven't seen yet. A little bit of a pump fake before that. We saw Camacho cut in on his man, stay within the sideline, go to the outside, and they execute. And these are the plays they want to run all season.
1st and 10, handoff coming back to the left side, width of the field, Huff inside the 5.
Chased down by number 27 for Simi Valley, Ian Roca. His running back counterpart on the other side, playing defense.
All right, West Ranch again knocking on the door. Handoff, Huff up the middle, getting close. Right near the goal line. 2nd down. Do they give them the touchdown? They do. He does get across. Huff with another touchdown. Had 2 very early touchdowns in this game. And it was all said and done basically right then and there. And he scores again, this time from short distance. And it's 54-0. West Ranch, still 5:58 to play in the 3rd quarter. Incredible opener.
Boy, the report cards are going to look good for the new playmakers for West Ranch. Colton Mitchell showing he can do it in the air. Also had a touchdown run. LaRon Huff, 3 touchdown runs tonight. 2 long, 1 short, and he's held on to the ball. That's another thing you want to see from your starting tailback.
PAT is good.
And the kicking game getting on track after a rough start early.
55-0 with 5:58 to play in the 3rd quarter. Okay, that PAT was kicked by Bridget Caffrey.
Bridget Caffrey, number 20.
A female on this West Ranch team. Sebastian Demas with obviously this game long been decided. Giving him a little bit of a break there in favor of Bridget Caffrey.
$5:58 to go. A lot of smiles on the sideline for West Ranch. Why not?
All right, kick all the way down the left side. It goes out of bounds. I think it may have been touched, though. Yeah, it was. Well, boy, everything that could be going wrong tonight for the Pioneers.
73 degrees, Southern California nights. How about that? Weird.
Yeah, which means we haven't dropped too much off, actually, from kickoff tonight. So it's been a very comfortable night here in Valencia, and especially for the West Ranch Wildcats.
5-mile-an-hour wind. I've been complaining about the wind, but it's really just because they're blowing my stat papers around. I'll take this weather.
Well, Simi Valley packed up again. Shotgun formation. Billy Martin going to his left. Now throws across his body towards the middle of the field. Going to be caught, I believe.
Brandon Lemoy with another reception.
Yep.
See the replay. Billy Martin rolling left, turning right. Not as easy as it looks to make that cross-body throw.
West Ranch stacking up that line again. One to the left and breaking through this time. Cross midfield, 45-40, and out at the 35 just inside of it. Looks like that is going to be number 33, Anthony Quadri, with the biggest play of the night for Simi Valley. 5:31 to go in the 3rd.
We've seen David Quadri, their power back. This time they go to Anthony Quadri, and he does, like you said, come up with their biggest play of the night. Avoiding the tackler, breaking out of the pack.
That was loco.
He tries to head down the left sideline, eventually chased down by the Wildcats. Coming into your screen, number 81.
Hey, that was loco.
Puts the Superman cape on to save the day for West Ranch. Justin Barker with the tackle.
Handoff. Maybe the line of scrimmage there. Well, his feet a little bit across the 35. Roca up to the 34. Collier on the stop there. 2-yard gain as it turned out. 2nd and 8. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 55-0. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, and a penalty flag. This one is probably coming back. Pass complete towards the right sideline, Brandon Lemoy.
And that's actually number 8, Trevor Flugum, in at quarterback for Simi Valley with a nifty play.
Flugum's a junior, 6-footer. I don't think that one's going to hold up. You got a hold. Rather obvious one. You probably could have thrown it a couple times there.
So turning to the backup quarterback now is the coach of Simi Valley, Damian Porter, a chance to look at some of his bench players. And because you never know when you might have to turn to them, whether it's an injury or if this new set of players can't produce. Do they have other options on the sideline they can turn to? Hoping this first game of the season, 55-0 deficit, is not a sign of things to come.
Hey, Macho, hey, whoever it is that's guarding.
All right, 43-yard line, 2nd down and 18. Throw across the middle and almost picked. Secondary there. So Pfluger's throw. Incomplete, and that'll bring up a 3rd and long, playing center field there.
Marcus Bowie, it looks
Ranch.
like, as the replay
Bowie.
you see Flugum just can't hang on. Couldn't get his hand underneath.
3rd and 18.
You want to see how they're tackling Grayson?
Flugum
There it is again.
backs up, pulls back up into the pocket. He'll run it himself. Now goes to the left. Big yardage for Flugum down the left sideline. Finally, Bluey pushes him out of bounds, but big run by the backup quarterback.
Looked like Flugum there had a chance to baseball slide it, but he said, I'll take this extra 7 or 8 yards that look to be available for the taking.
No, he tackled Kyle.
On a 3rd and 18, Flugum first down carry. And the deepest part of the field tonight for Simi Valley. 4:23 to go in the third. Throw down the middle.
Big hit by West Ranch.
And the ball's caught by Brandon Lemoy.
That's why the middle of the field is considered the danger zone. As you see coming in your screen, number 3 makes the catch, and then right away, bam. Number 18 for the Wildcats with the stop, Jake Killingsworth.
2nd and 4, shotgun, Flugum looking, pressure, avoids it, rolling to his right. Ball is going to be dropped. Dropped by Corey Hemphill. Would have been a first down.
I think right there, Corey Hemphill, he knew if he got it, he might have had the end zone, and he was thinking a little bit ahead of himself. Or he could have heard the footsteps. A little too antsy trying to break this drought. Still no points on the board for the visitors. Flugum.
Inside handoff there, up the middle, and good pursuit by West Ranch.
Haven't seen them go back to Anthony Quadri after that big run early in the drive. Don't see him on the field yet. That is their biggest play of the game. Don't know if he's shaken up.
Gave the ball to Weber that time.
Once again, we're brought to you tonight by Apollo's Barber Shop, proud sponsor of LivePlay Sports, the only real barber shop in Valencia, specializing in men's hair, sophistication with an edge. Check out Apollo's.
guess they gave him forward progress on that last play, so it's first down. Simi Valley, the ball sits inside the 10. And it'll be the first and goal situation tonight for the Pioneers. Looking to get on the board, getting steamrolled here in the opener by the West Ranch Wildcats.
Number 30, Reagan McCullough, racing onto the field on defense.
Flugum looks to his left, now goes in zone, defended by 2 men, and a late flag coming up in the air. Wonder if he was forced out of bounds.
Maybe
Double team there.
Back. See a replay, Flugum. Trying to get that corner of the end zone, overthrows it. Didn't see contact on that replay. If I did, it was minor. Let's see here. Now it looks like after the ball is uncatchable. Little contact.
Yeah, we didn't think that was catchable, but they do give him the first down automatically. First and goal from the 4, run up the middle, and a touchdown. However, after the touchdown, flags go up, so another late penalty.
Interesting, they also reinsert Billy Martin back into the game, a quarterback for that play, it looked like. Yes, number 9 back in there.
Illegal shift on Simi Valley, so this will cost the Pioneers. Take away that touchdown.
One of the guys came running off the field early.
Indication illegal shift.
So do you think the mentality here is putting the more experienced Martin in closer to the goal line to try to get the score? Because they had Flugum the whole drive.
Who's actually looked pretty good. He's had that big run. 3rd and 18. Timeout, Simi Valley. First timeout called here in the second half. Comes with 3:15 to go in the third. It's all West Ranch in the opener, 55-0. Watching LivePlaySports.tv.
Quite a contrast to the JV game we saw earlier.
And in case you missed that one, 20 unanswered points by the Pioneers to win it late, 32-30. A touchdown with 17 seconds to go in the 4th. Boy, this is just a big-time opener for the Wildcats. Young team, just the confidence going forward. Next week, you got a game at John Bureau's High School. Competition's only going to get tougher. Simi Valley will go to Rio Mesa in Oxnard. There's a handoff right side, and no indication yet, and not in. Weber on the carry. It'll bring up a second down just shy of the goal line. We go under 3 minutes to go, a couple yards out.
So they go back to that play that the penalty was on, and
long 1 yard out. And a handoff right side, and Simi Valley says they have it, and they do.
So they finally cracked the code on the board. Number 21, the
Sean
power
Weber,
running.
Yep, he has definitely been their player of the game, if you could call it that, with this kind of a score. But Weber's had some nice tackles on defense, gets the touchdown here. Good outside linebacker for the Pioneers. And puts them on the board with 2:46 to go in the third, and here's the PAT. The snap, the hold, and the kick is right down the middle. And good by Villamizer, 55-7, 2:46 to go in the third.
So given the situation, that is what you want to see. You want to put your offense on the field in a big blowout like this and at least come away with a score or two. A shutout, especially this early in the season, can be a little demoralizing. You're looking for the positives moving forward. Simi Valley, they got their backup quarterback on the field. And they, like I said, all game long, have made positive plays, but they've just been very short chunks of yardage and cannot string enough of them together for first downs to move these drives down the field to result in scores. And yes, they made a couple mistakes. 2 INT throws by Billy Martin. Only one was really a bad pass. The other one was a tip one by the standout Ryan Camacho on defense. And talk about Ryan Camacho tonight, that huge 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. He had a touchdown reception, and he had the INT.
The string of shutouts is snapped, I guess you could say, in the Foothill League tonight. Canyon lost 41-0 to Moore Park, and Golden Valley just won 30-0 tonight over Highland. Kickoff through the end zone. West Ranch will take over here. Third quarter, 2:46 to play.
And we will see who comes on the field.
Huff for sure is coming on. Looks like we have a new quarterback in there.
And it is Weston Egan, who I'm assuming is the brother of last year's quarterback, Wyatt Egan.
Yep. So Egan hands off to Huff. Cut back on the outside. And something out of nothing there. Now his brother Wyatt Egan last year completed 45% of his passes. 11 touchdowns on the season. Weston, the younger brother, dual player, quarterback, wide receiver, 6'2" junior.
So the Egan family tradition of quarterbacks continues here tonight at West Ranch.
Hand off. This one's going up the gut. Looks like right almost at the 29-yard line. Go under 2 minutes here.
Now West Ranch giving a lot of their bench players some looks.
And a little fake handoff, and wow, knocking down one man is Egan. He's across the 45. He just lowered his shoulder into one man.
Here's Weston Egan making a statement saying, we are not just here to run out the clock. We're coming here, even up 48 points to play football, knocking down number 82 on the defensive end for Simi Valley.
Nice fake to Guzman as well. Took it himself. And there's a handoff to Guzman. He is going to be greeted for a minor loss. Christian Cavalieri, a defensive end for Simi Valley with the stop. Ball just outside the 45. Approaching a minute to go in the third quarter. This route in favor of the West Ranch Wildcats. Throw to the left side, and this one is caught by Sebastian Gallegos. He's across midfield, short side of the field.
Egan looking composed on this drive, making quick decisions with his feet and in the air.
Ball in the Simi Valley 47. Third down and 4. Shotgun for Egan. High snap goes through his hands. All he can do is cover, and not even that. Simi Valley might be able to pick this one up. Had chances, but the Wildcats evidently fell on it. And it'll be fourth down.
Getting away from Egan, but watch number 30 come back to the play, get to the ground before anyone else, and keeping the ball in possession of the Wildcats. Nice job by Reagan McCullough.
All right, so on to punt for West Ranch. 56, Dylan Josak. On the timeout first.
So that's a luxury, really. If you put the score aside for both coaches, they get a chance to get other players on their roster some playing time and get a chance to evaluate them in game situations. As we see both backup quarterbacks leading drives for each team, and some position players as well, skill players.
Well, first and foremost here, with this score, 55-7, this thing has been pretty much done from the get-go. You got to get out of here healthy. That's the biggest thing. 12 minutes to play. Get out of here healthy, and on to week 2 for both teams. That's that's obviously you want reps, but that's secondary to getting out of here healthy now. Seen several injuries tonight, both in the JV game and this game. Had the ambulance on the field. 35-minute delay in the JV game earlier. Got to get out healthy and then move on to the second week with this game well in hand. Punt is away, and it will be downed inside the 10 by the Wildcats, who have had some great field position amongst other things tonight. 11:43.
Looks like number 56 was the punter for West Ranch. Oh, that's Dylan Josak?
Yep.
Trying to figure out the jersey numbers on this roster as they switch them up. We had a...
So the running clock here in the fourth quarter. (55-7) as the Pioneers take over inside the 10. Little play action, incomplete. Ball was deflected, and again they wanted Brandon Lemoy. The ball tipped at the line.
It's kind of a story we like to tell every now and then, because this baseball season we covered for Notre Dame Sherman Oaks, they had a standout player named Logan Pollock. I'll let you cover this play here.
Well, looking down the right sideline, and Flugum incomplete, far sideline.
But Pollock, who's now playing Division I baseball at University of Michigan, we couldn't figure out all year long why he had 2 different jersey numbers. He was the only one who did, and then we were informed by his family at the end of the season. It sounds like a joke, but it's not. That his dog ate his jersey. And so they had to get him a new number.
Already 2 minutes gone with this running clock in the fourth quarter, and have another pre-snap penalty or a timeout. Timeout. All right, it's called by West Ranch with 9:59 to go. So Chris Varner, second-year head coach, heck of a opener for his troops. A lot of success previously at Canyon High School. Last year had a nice middle of the season. Lost those last few games.
Well, they were only one win away from the playoffs. You go 500, you reach the playoffs, and that's one of the things they set out tonight. It was in the local papers that they were focusing on tonight's game to avenge last year's opening 2-point loss to Simi Valley, which in the long run kept them from qualifying for the postseason. And they've done that and more.
Back to pass, Flugum, and ball tipped by his receiver there, but not brought in. Corey Hemphill was there. Hemphill had a shot at that. Again, a little bit of a height problem. 5'7". Couldn't bring it in. Simi Valley will kick it away deep in their own territory.
Looks like a new return man back for West Ranch.
Bowie will be just inside midfield, and it'll be kicked away. Take a bounce about the 32 and down, so only about a 22-yard kick. West Ranch will go to work, but not much work need to be done here with 9 minutes and counting in the fourth quarter, leading 55-7. Again, West Ranch at John Bureau's High School next week. Simi Valley takes it to Rio Mesa School, located in Oxnard. Should be a good foothill league again this year. Valencia and Hart, always tough teams. Golden Valley had a great debut tonight, 30-0 winners over Highland.
Great rivalry across the board, even though it's a young rivalry between West Ranch and Valencia.
Pitch right and brought down. Simi Valley, Jake Sebering with the tackle. Guzman brought down by Sebering at the 33. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Need about the 21-yard line for the first down. Shotgun formation. And a handoff up the middle.
Guzman, the ball carrier.
Again to Guzman. Weston Egan, incidentally, still a quarterback. Brother Wyatt, the quarterback last year, before handing over the reins to Colton Mitchell, who had an incredible first half and then some. Guzman, now fake to Guzman. Egan holds it himself. Brought down quickly, a swarm of Pioneers.
Number 45
Egan, the ball carrier.
with a sack, Anthony Mincy. Yeah, you have to be pleased if you're Coach Chris Varner of West Ranch to finally really know what you have in Colton Mitchell, seeing him in a game situation. Like we said, he's a transfer from the state of Texas. Didn't play a lot last year, but tonight has made his presence known.
4th and 12. This will be a quick kick by the quarterback, Egan. And he'll just kick it away, and wow, that's a heck of a job. Wow. Gonna be downed
As they pin it,
right
number 30.
outside the goal line. How about that kick by the backup quarterback, Weston Egan?
And Reagan McCullough able to get his hands on the ball before it trickles into the end zone. The clock winds down on this 48-point blowout by the home team.
Running clock here in the 4th quarter. All right, just outside the goal line, Simi Valley with the football. Handoff, getting through, up the middle, breaking a couple of tackles, and out to about the 22 thereabouts.
That's Sean Weber again.
Yep.
Maybe they found something in him because early in the game, we see the replay, they did not use him a lot out of the running back spot, but he has the touchdown run, and that time breaks about 2 or 3 tackles, dragging a man with him at the end. So they might.
It's a 22-yard run for Weber. Shotgun formation, looking to his left. Pass complete. Got Trevor Marston, and losing the football. West Ranch thinks they have it.
Number 44, Dakota Fetter, if indeed it does stand, and it does come loose.
Ball was cut, and it was just taken away, apparently.
Fumble recovered by Fetter.
Yeah, Dakota Fetter with the recovery on the fumble, who looked like it just took it away from Marston.
Hops out of the hands, and then Fetter beating the Simi Valley player to the ground for the ball.
That's 4 takeaways tonight for the Wildcats. They'll have it on the Simi Valley 34-yard line. Egan back at quarterback. Reagan McCullough, receiver to the right. And there's an inside handoff, rolling to his right side.
Ball carrier.
That's Guzman. Guzman just 5'6", 140, but got some good legs. Played much of the second half. Huff did his thing in the first half. Guzman up the middle and brought down around the 25. And you'll have third down coming up. This rolling clock in the fourth quarter. We only have 3.5 minutes to go in this rout of an opener here in favor of the West Ranch Wildcats. 3rd and 3. Egat again out of the gun. Holds onto it himself. Gets past one man and across for first down yardage. About the 23 or so. And I'd imagine everything stays on the ground at this point, as they've been doing. Under 3 minutes. Halftime score tonight was 39-0. So 16-7 in the second half. And obviously with the rolling clock as well in the fourth quarter.
A few seconds into the second half, it was 46-0 as we saw that huge kick return by Ryan Camacho.
After that, just fairly even. Of course, the Wildcats did get that safety, and they've had some great field position too in the second half. Guzman carries it again. Guzman yet again. Still just across that 20. And we'll have a third down coming up.
Not many early exits for the home crowd. They're sticking around to relish in this victory.
Third and 5, go under 2 minutes. Egat looking to his right. Gonna get the pass off, incomplete, well short. Being hurried there, right there, and it's a 4th down and 5.
Just to clarify, you see that's your home crowd. The other side you're seeing in our wide shot is essentially the visiting side of the field.
Guzman still in the backfield, and the bulk of the work here on this series with Egat at quarterback. You got trips to the left, pitch left. Guzman has it across the 15 to 10, cuts back to the middle, spins and is brought down, but not before first down yardage.
See this replay. Interesting the way this play starts, because Guzman actually has to turn around after he takes the pitch. You see right here, he was blocked by the defender. He actually had to turn his body 180, which usually results getting caught in the backfield, but he certainly turned it into a nice play where he uses his speed and takes a bit to take him down in the end too.
Take a knee here. That's all you got to do, and then call it a night. That'll do it. Go under 30 seconds, but they will not have to run another one, I don't believe. 55-7 will be the final score on opening night. Terrific first game of the 2017 season for the West Ranch Wildcats. And here's that everyone, at least to our knowledge up here, got out healthy, and I look forward to week number 2.
Completely different story from a year ago when these two teams met on opening night as well, when Simi won 28-26. Tonight, West Ranch 55-7 with the smashing, sparkling 5-star debut of their new quarterback, Colton Mitchell, with 3 touchdown passes, 1 touchdown run. LaRon Huff was on the squad last year, but it's his first year as the starting halfback. He had 3 touchdown runs, 2 very long TDs early in the game, and the Camacho brothers making their presence felt as they did all year long as sophomores last season. Now they are juniors. They're experienced. Ryan Camacho with an interception, with a 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, with a touchdown catch. Jovan Camacho with a touchdown reception himself. The weapons are in place for a big season for West Ranch, and they showcase this offense tonight. And on the other side of the ball, the defense only gave up 7 late points when this game was long decided. But you saw it here on LivePlaySports.tv. Darren, quite a debut. I say debut because a new look for West Ranch.
Yeah, it was right from the get-go. Yeah, those two big runs by Leroy Huff right away, 77 yards, 33 yards, and just like that, just 3 minutes deep into the ball game, it's 12-0, and Simi Valley was chasing very quickly and often, never recovered, got out to 39-0 at half. West Ranch tacks on 16 and wins at 55-7. The Wildcats are 1-0. The Pioneers are 0-1. Big thank you to Apollo's Barbershop for their support of tonight's broadcast on LivePlaySports.tv. For Patrick O'Sullivan, I'm Darren Preston. Thanks so much for joining us in the opener. All West Ranch tonight, 55-7 over Simi Valley. You've been watching the high school football opener right here on LivePlaySports.tv. Have a great night, everybody.